Good morning, everyone. Myself Jwala from Triple E, Vishnu Institute of Technology. Let us see some topics in JavaScript: variable, arrays, functions, objects, loops. Let us see variable. Variable is a storage location identified by a name that holds data which can be manipulated during program execution. Variables are fundamental to programming because they allow us to store and manage data dynamically. Let us see some sample code on variable. This is the sample code of the variable, where initializing two variables x and y with the values 10 and 20 respectively. It then calculates their sum and assign the results to a third variable z. Finally, outputs gives 30. This is the sample code of variable. Let us see next topic, array. Array is a data structure that stores a collection of elements typically of same type. In a single variables, array are useful for managing list of items, can be indexed to access individual elements. Let us see some sample code in arrays. This is the sample code of variables. Array colors containing three elements, red, green and blue. It then locks each element individually using its index. After that, the code adds the string yellow to the end of the array with the push method and log that uploads array which not included the new color. Finally, for a loop interval, throw the array and locks each color, demonstrating how to the access and the print all the elements in array. This is the code of arrays. Let us see third topic, functions. A function is a reusable block of code that performs a specific task. Function helps in organizing code, avoiding repetition and making programs more modular and maintainable. Let us see some sample code on the functions. This is the code of the functions. Code defined two functions, greet and add. The greet function take a name parameters and returns a greeting message when called with the argument allies. It's return hello allies, which is then longed to console. The add function takes two parameters a and b, with b having default value of 0. It returns the sum a and b. The code of demonstrating two calls to add, the first with both arguments 5 and 3 producing 8, and the second with only one argument 5 resulting 5. Here see console.log add 5 and 3, output is there 8, and the console.log add 5, output is 5. This is the code of the functions. Let us see fourth topics, objects. An object is a data structure that represented a collection of properties, each consisting of key and a value. Objects can use it to group related data and function together, providing a more structured way to manage complex data. Let us see some sample code on object. This is the code of objects. An object person with properties first name, last name, age and method greet. The greet method returning a string combining the first name and last name properties. The code logs the first name property directly. The first name property using bracket notation, and the result of the greeting methods, it's then added a new email property to the person object and logs its values. The output are John Dio, hello John Dio, and the email respectively. This is the code for objects. Let us see next topic, loops. Loops are control structures that repeated a block of codes as long as specified condition is true. They are useful for exciting repetitive tasks and iterating over a data structure like array and objects. Let us see for some loops. The example code for loops: initializing an array with the values 1 and 2, 3, 4. It's then uses for loops to iterate through each element of the array, logging each number to the console. The loops runs from index 0 to the end of the array, resulting in the output for each number in the array one by one. This is the for loop, and the output is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the another loop, while loop. While loop, to print a number from 1 to 5, it starts by initializing a variable count with the value 1. While the loops continue to run as such as count is less than or equal to 5. Inside the loop, it locks the current value of the count to the council and the increment count by 1. This is a result in the number 1 through 5 begins displayed, and the final output is same for loops in while loops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you all.